Hello and welcome to the last video in my NFL first round draft predictions. This one's going to be a lot to go through, so I'm going to try and jump right into it. Not much. We're getting into the playoff teams now, so here we go. The number 21 overall pick, the Buffalo Bills. They're looking for a quarterback, linebacker, or a defensive tackle, and I think they will address the defensive needs the first pick. Their quarterback needs, and it's obvious they're not ready to commit to Tyrod Taylor yet, so we'll see what goes on here. I got them taking, with the 21st overall pick, Taven Bryan, the defensive tackle out of Florida. Again, another SEC team with a good defense. I think this defensive tackle will give them an extra boost. Buffalo's always been a defensive kind of team. Recently, I feel like that'll continue, and they'll go for the defensive guy here. The number 22 overall pick is again the Buffalo Bills. They received this from the Chiefs in an earlier trade. Again, we already know their needs. They already addressed the defensive tackle need. So I think, now this may be a stretch, but I think they're going to go for a quarterback. So my third quarterback getting drafted in the draft this year is Lamar Jackson, the quarterback out of Louisville. Now, you guys know my love of Lamar Jackson. I think he's one of the most entertaining players to watch. I was upset that he's coming out in the draft. However, I think the Bills might be a good fit for him. There are a few other places that would be a good fit, but I don't know if he'll slip that low. He may not. But I think that the Bills actually could provide him. They got infrastructure there. They got wide receivers he can throw to. They already have that running quarterback style player, but they're not ready to commit to him. I feel like he could go there and get the starting position and show him what he could do. The number 23 overall pick, the Los Angeles Rams. They need a cornerback, offensive lineman, or a linebacker, and I think they're going to address the cornerback need. I'd have them taking Denzel Ward, the cornerback out of Ohio State. He's a good fit for the team. He's a solid player. I think he's a good choice. Number 24 overall pick in the draft, Carolina Panthers need offensive lineman, wide receiver, or defensive end. And I think they're going to address the wide receiver need because Cam had a decent season last year, but he had to do too much of the work himself. And I feel like it's because his wide receiving core was not up to par. Now, I think the Carolina Panthers look to get a wide receiver. They're going to want a big guy who's fast and who can catch the ball if you throw it in his general direction. I think they're going to go with Equanimeous St. Brown, the wide receiver out of Notre Dame. I have him. I hold him in high regards. I think that he has the ability to make that next step like Golden Tate did in the NFL. Next is number 25, Tennessee Titans. They're looking for an edge, an offensive guard, or a tight end. I think they're going to address the edge issue. Now, for those of you who don't know what edge is, there's probably not a lot of you, but it's not an actual position. It's just someone who can get them an edge rush. So whether it be like an outside linebacker who can blitz well, a cornerback who can blitz well, or a defensive end who can give you that steady rush, that's what that refers to. And that's a position that the Tennessee Titans have been lacking. I think they fill it with Arden Key, the defensive end out of LSU. I feel like he's a solid fit. He played well at LSU, and I think sometimes solid is a little better than superstar. Number 26 overall pick, the Atlanta Falcons need a defensive tackle, an offensive guard, and a safety. I think they address the defensive tackle position, and I got them taking Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle out of Michigan. He's a good player. He's played some great defensive football for Michigan, and I feel like he may give the Atlanta Falcons that little extra edge on their defensive line, take a lot of the weight off of the backers. the linebackers. Next is the 27th overall pick. The New Orleans Saints need potentially a quarterback, a tight end, or a wide receiver. Now, quarterback, I mean, I get it. He's on his way out, and that's the thing. That's the reason I don't have a lot of quarterbacks going in the first round here. A lot of the quarterback players, a lot of the teams that need quarterbacks need them to replace guys who aren't leaving yet, but are potentially leaving. So, I feel like the Saints are not going to address that yet. I think they're going to go for Mark Andrews, a tight end out of Oklahoma. He's proven he can catch the ball well, and he's done well for himself. Number 28th overall pick in the draft, Pittsburgh Steelers need an inside linebacker, a quarterback, and a safety. I have them taking Tremaine Edmonds, the inside linebacker out of Vol Tech. I feel like he's a good fit for this team. He's a great player. And I feel like he could give that Pittsburgh Steelers a little bit more leadership that they're missing on the defensive side. The 29th overall pick in the draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars need a tight end, an offensive guard, or a wide receiver. I think they will address the tight end position. They already have committed to Blake Bortles, signed him to a 3-year contract. I think they're going to go for Jalen Samuels, the tight end out of NC State. So I think he's the best fit for this team. And then 30th overall pick is the Minnesota Vikings. They need an offensive tackle, an offensive guard, and a defensive line. I think they're going to go for the tackle position and get Colton Miller, the offensive tackle, out of UCLA. Now, the New England Patriots have the 31st overall pick. They need a quarterback to potentially replace Tom Brady when he retires, since Robert Kraft made the dumb move of trading pretty much every quarterback to back him up that they had. They need a cornerback, and they need an edge rusher. I think they're going to go for a cornerback at this point in the draft. They're going to address that need first. It's a more important need. I have them taking, I wrote this so small, Isaac Oliver, I believe is the name, the cornerback out of Colorado. He's played some great defensive ball. I think he's gonna help them out a lot. The number 32 overall pick in the draft, the Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles, are looking for a left tackle, a linebacker, and a cornerback in this draft. Now, I think cornerback may be the biggest issue to address, so I think they're going to go there first. I think they're going to get Jair Alexander, quarterback out of Louisville. He's played some great defense for Louisville. I think he could come in and fit in with the scheme at Philadelphia better than some of the other choices. So that's it for my draft predictions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video.